I remember lying there on the operating table thinking, did I really think this through? Was I really going to risk dying for this? Please God, don't let me die this way. And as I drifted out of consciousness, I could feel the slight drag of the knife as it cut into my skin, carving a 10-inch hole in my body. And when I woke up, the pain of the incision point where the knife went into my stomach, it burned like somebody had melted my skin. What the hell did I just do to myself? As I lied on my living room couch, heavily bandaged and still bleeding, trying to recover, shame and depression came and sat down next to me, like two unwanted house guests. This wasn't how it was supposed to be. I shouldn't feel down and out right now. This was supposed to be my winning moment. This procedure was supposed to make everything perfect. The procedure I got done, it's called the tummy tuck. I feel embarrassed and vulnerable just saying those two words, tummy tuck. I mean, it's not exactly the most manly thing I could choose to talk about. I have a 10-inch scar from hip to hip, and they cut 4 pounds of loose skin off my body. They took the skin from just below my belly button and stretched it down to my hips, and then stitched me up. You see, up until the age of 15, I was severely overweight. I was the fat kid that they made fun of in the locker room. Hey fatso, lard ass, hey thunder thighs. Those insults would leave a permanent scar on my self-confidence, and I became so self-conscious, I wouldn't take my shirt off in front of anyone. I wouldn't take it off at the beach. I wouldn't take it off at the pool. I hid myself. I covered up. And I was ashamed of my body. And the entire time, the same thoughts just kept going through my head. If your body stays looking this way, you're never going to feel good enough. You're never going to fit in. I was just so sick of it. I was so sick and tired of failing at diet after diet. I was so sick and tired of feeling not good enough. And then at the age of 16, I walked into a grocery store and I picked up a bodybuilding magazine off the rack. And I can remember looking inside the pages of that magazine and thinking, these men are incredible, strong and powerful, and most of all, they look so confident. I wanted that. I wanted to be like them. And I would do anything to get it. So I bought every pill and every powder that they advertised. And I started lifting weights. And a year later, I transformed my body, losing 85 pounds. Finally, I could take my shirt off and I could feel self-confident. But when I looked in the mirror, I didn't look like those guys. I looked like a deflated balloon. All this leftover loose skin. So I cut it all off thinking the perfect body would make the perfect life. But when I looked in the mirror again, then all I saw was that ugly scar. And the same voice in my head saying, still not good enough. Have you ever looked inside the pages of a magazine or on Instagram and saw someone's body and thought, if I had their body, my life would be perfect? Well, what I've learned is that the perfect body doesn't equal the perfect life. And having the perfect body doesn't give you confidence. It's not having the perfect body and still feeling great about yourself that builds your confidence. Confidence comes from accepting yourself. Confidence comes from not caring what everyone else thinks about your body. So don't just transform your body, transform your thinking. Be kind to yourself. Silence that inner critic that's in your head and know that you are enough, that you have always been enough.